What's going on, guys? It's your guy Professor O coming through with a dose of that good joke. I remember where like broke glass from around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round. Now today I want to talk about denied the denied. I'm gonna say it again, right? Because I got a little tongue twister there. Deny the denied. What does that mean? Literally means like when you're dealing with, you're gonna realize when you're gonna bump into a wide variety of people in your life. You're gonna walk around winners. You're gonna walk around motivators. You're gonna be around losers. You're going to be around winners who think they're losers, and you're going to be around losers who think they're winners, right? But there's a little bit of gray areas for the winners who think they're losers and losers who think they're winners. I'll get to that possibly in another video, but kind of discern that for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because that's literally just a state of mind. But right now we're dealing with the bare bones and exactly the legitimate versions of the title, meaning a loser is a loser, a winner is a winner, a motivator is a motivator, an instigator is an instigator, things like that. You're going to be around a wide variety of individuals. But what I'm here to say is you denied the denied. I'm not talking about every inch and cranny of type of individual out there. I'm just talking about the ones who already denied their own success. They already accepted defeat. They already accepted being a loser, and they're operating from that point of perspective. You want to stay far away. You want to deny them. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. I got the handy dandy notebook in the spot. Don't make it hot. Who writes in script? Clearly your boy still does. Don't hate me because you ain't me. Maybe you need to motivate, appreciate, never devastate, meditate or levitate. I digress, right? Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Denial is the only for who don't see opportunity. Now, the reason why I say that is because, yes, you're going to be told no. Like I remember back in the day, growing up, you know, in my teenage years, one of my older homies, he told me, he said, yo, listen, you want to get a beautiful girl, whatever the case to be, go to the mall. When you go to the mall, talk to every single beautiful girl that you see, every single one. It doesn't matter. Go to every single beautiful girl. Talk to her, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just try. Go out there, right? I guarantee you, he said, if you do this, I guarantee you that if you do that, you're going to at least leave the mall with one number. At least. You're going to at least get one number, right? So growing up, I actually did that. But it was funny because I was so, you know, when you're growing up in the transitional stage, I'm giving a little bit of background, right? Come walk with me right now before I get into it. You get a little personal, right? I gotta get a little personal with my audience. It seems to be growing. God is good. So, you know, growing up is in that transitional stage from being personable to being digital, as I like to call it. You know, I see a lot of people right now. A lot of individuals are meeting people over the internet, which is an amazing thing. Well, you know, back in the day when you're seeing the transition of going AOL, you know, having chat rooms, etc., so forth, sidekick days, whatever the case may be, and you know, transitioning into that when meetups and getting to know, you know, when getting to know a girl, whatever the case may be, it was asexual, old school, ASL, whatever. I digress, right? That was just the beginning stage. Anyway, he said you leave the mall, you're gonna leave the mall at least with one number. So I did that, and what he didn't tell me, this is like the, you know, the terms and conditions. He didn't tell me that you may get the wrong number. So I remember I was so hyped because she was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I can't believe I got this. This is crazy. So I go back to the spot, I dial up, and I call, you know, you're on the house phone with the long cord or whatever. Go dial up this thing. She's like, por favor, tell me what? No, what she's like there. What was it? It was like, oh my gosh, I was so hurt. What was it? What happened? She picked up and she said, oh yeah, takeout delivery. I said, what? Yo, is Stephanie there? Takeout delivery? I was like, may I speak to Stephanie? Oh, you like, it's a restaurant. Click. I was like, oh snap. That was a lesson, but he wasn't wrong. But I say that to say now, that was in a position of opportunity. You're always going to see and have the perspective of opportunity. There's always going to be opportunity. You would never be denied if you always see opportunity. You always just find a way that doesn't work. Always have an optimistic perspective towards your situation, because at the same time, that's when you'll be able to seize the victory. If you do not, which a lot of people don't because of their current situation, whatever the case may be, because you'd be surprised. No one likes to be told no. No one likes to be denied, etc. so forth. But what I'm here to say is if you've been told no, if you've been denied, etc. so forth, congratulations. You just found a way that does not work. figure out a way that will work. If you keep going, keep figuring it out, keep doing this thing, do positive. You don't got to be a dickhead about it. You don't got to be a pussy about it. You don't have to be any of these negative traits that people are out there claiming that you may be because you want to take a peaceful route or you want to take a more ambitious route. The fact of the matter is there's opportunity out there for everyone because God has given you that grace to do so. Period. Now, you may not like the responsibility that comes with it, because anytime you're going to seek some type of upgrade or some type of achievement, it's always going to be an obstacle in front of you. Unfortunately, there are those out there that don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to look cool and sexy. They don't want it. Why? Because at the same time, they're operating from a point of defeat. They already denied their self. They already said, you know what, I'm a loser. I see he has a chance of winning. I don't want that in him because I didn't win. So now I'm not going to let him win. That's just what it is. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of individuals like that that live out there and that operate from their life forms like that. It is what it is. What I'm here to tell you, stay away from them because they're suckers. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm long-winded. Let's get down to this round now. The denied are those who are already accepted defeat. I really just went over that. They already accepted defeat. They already fight from mindset. And I'll give you another back. I guess this in this video, I'm going to give a lot of background story to the points because this is what I'm going to start doing that a little bit more because I'm making videos so many times and it's only because I'm experiencing things at a rapid rate or the things that I have experienced that I've learned lessons from. I always try to take what did I learn from this experience? What did I learn from this exchange of interaction? Anyway, I'll tell you. So during my sit down period, and for those who don't know, sit down, that's jail. During that sit down period, I'm sitting down, I'm very quiet, I'm very observant. And I remember this dude came to me, he just seen me, he said, yo man, I see you look like you don't like it here. You know, it looks like you want to leave. I said, well, yeah, you know, I'm not comfortable with my environment. This is just not for me. He really looked me in my face. He said, why do you want to leave? Oh my goodness, that, pow. I said, wow, why do you want to leave? You mean why do I want to leave? I want to shoot this damn camera. Why do I want to leave? What? Oh, my Atlanta. First of all, ain't no windows in there. What are you talking about? Second of all, ain't no doorknobs. You go into a cell and it's, I digress. I say, you know what? Because sometimes you just can't, you can't express that. It's just, they don't get it. They're operating from a point of denied. They denied themselves already. So you say, you know what? You're right. I'm going to go think about that for a second. SEO, yeah, can you lock me in? I'm not coming out for the day. That's it. Yeah, that was enough for me. That day right there, that was enough. All right, yeah, that's no more. I'm not staying in this day room. No more. I'm going to go read my Bible and because that's what the fuck are you talking about? Wow. This whatever. I digress. Down to the next point, yo. Stay away from them. They don't like anything that smells close to success. They literally don't, man. This is like literally Misery Loves Company. And I believe I've written down the next point. It does. Look at that. And that's literally, they don't like anything that smells like success. Okay. Niggas, you thinking about winning? I'm telling you. I digress. It's real. I'm telling you, yo. Listen, Misery Loves Company. Losers hang with losers, winners hang with winners. Literally, because you hang out with like-minded individuals. Birds from a feather flock together. Period. It's just what it is. It's nothing personal. It's nothing. That's just what it is. I digress. The grass is greener where you water it. Their lawn is dead, patchy, and filled with weeds. Now listen, I need you to understand, like, people seek, I don't want to say that, like folks in general seek upgrade, right? You know, they seek the upgrade, they seek something to change, they seek that. That's just as normal. It's very fine, it's very normal. But the grass is really greener where you water it at. Because God has given you opportunity. There's opportunity in everything and anything that you do, unless you relinquish it yourself. Everything. And not everybody's path is the same. Some people's paths got a little bit more easier obstacles. others do not. But I can't even sit here and say that some obstacles are easier, some are not, just only because they're easier to your perspective. To their perspective, they may be a challenge, just like it's a challenge in yours. It really depends on the individual that's experiencing their own path. So I really can't sit here and say like one path is easier than another, because then number one, I can't judge what you're going through or compare to what I'm going through, because how you're able to receive it is different from how I'm receiving it. I can receive it in a different way because I may have experience that gave me a little bit more of an edge toward your current situation, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I can achieve it more, because you're experiencing the same difficulty based on your own perspective, period. That's just what it is. So it is what it is. Like, a challenge is still a challenge regardless. Some are easier, some are others, but that's all perspective. And again, that's it right there. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the pro fishing, e-fishing, the self-fishing, the one that's always doing it and never losing it, that's growing, that's glowing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, do good, see good. When it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side, because you know that I'm sexy. Can you dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys in the next video.